Hello everyone and welcome to All Things Watched. In this video we are going to talk about the brand new Amazon Prime original series Reacher, and specifically season 2 of Reacher. This is the second season in which Alan Ritchson ends up reprising his role as Jack Reacher, and in my humble opinion I do think that he is the best the best actor so far. He has the best interpretation of the character. I really liked him more than any of the other actors. I feel like Alan really fits the character and really is able to walk the walk and stride the stride of Reacher. And of course, we have Maria Stanton returning as well for season 2, portraying Frances Neagley, which of course is one of Reacher's best friends. So it was really nice to see her return. We also get Malcolm Goodwin. We also get who else? We get Sean Sipos. We get Serinda Swan, who portrays Carla Dixon, who I thought was one of the standouts of this series for sure, along with Maria Stanton and Alan Ritchson. And of course, we end up getting Robert Patrick in as the villain, known as Shane Langston. And so essentially what this whole season is about really is about Reacher and his old group of special military investigation, and basically each of those members of the group are being hunted down and picked off and killed. And so that's essentially, on a very basic, in a very brief basic sort of description, that's what this whole season 2 is about. It's about Reacher and his team slowly but surely getting picked off, and in some cases in some very brutal ways. Now, in terms of the action and the characters and whatnot, I really liked Reacher in this one. I really thought that the story was very well written. The action was very spot on. The choreography was done really well. We also seen the addition of Dominic Lombardozzi, I believe is how you pronounce his name, who I really liked in this series as well. I really fell in love with this character. Really, I like this character like this actor in a lot of different projects. He was also in the Daredevil series. He portrayed Kingpin's father, and now he's here, and it was nice to see him portray a good guy here as well. He portrays an investigator, but not a military investigator. He's just more of like a police station or a sheriff, so to speak, type, or FBI type investigator. I don't even think he was that high. I don't think he was FBI, but he was basically like a police level, precinct level investigator, so to speak. And it was really cool to see him and his dynamic with Reacher, especially on screen. Their chemistry was done really well. He wasn't afraid of Reacher. He, really stood up to him. Oftentimes, Reacher sometimes assumed that he might have been corrupt, and so it was really cool to see that dynamic and them bouncing off of each other. And I really thought Alan and Dominic really did a great job playing off of each other, and their performances were done really well. I also really liked the setting in season 2. It was a much bigger season. It wasn't really just taking place in one small town. You could tell the special effects were really done a lot better. Like I said earlier, the action and choreography was done. I think there might have even been more action in this one than the first season, but just the setting in general, to see Reacher actually in town or in a city, not just a little tiny small town, it was really cool to see him participate in these in this sort of investigation, which did a lot for Reacher, really. It gave us a lot more of his backstory. We got to learn about him and his squad back when they used to be in the military, while also giving us a really cool investigation story in the present day, where once again him and his squad are, starting to help each other. And that was a lot of fun. I also really liked how bold Reacher was in this movie, or in this season, especially towards the end when he finally goes to sort of confront Shane, the main nemesis. He literally walks in through the front gate, which was, I thought, really appropriate. I really thought the score and the sound, especially for that scene in particular when he goes up to Shane, literally walking in through the front door, I thought that they did a really great job with the sound design and the sound engineering, so that was really cool to see that as well. And if I had to nitpick the season and really just, sort of like a little minor complaint, I would say that the episode that I sort of liked the least was actually probably the finale, just because I felt like the final confrontation between Reacher and, say, the main bad guy, well, for one, I thought it was very anticlimactic by the time it actually happened. I really felt like it just kind of was over too quick, and not only that, but a few things did happen that I thought, even in this world that Jack Reacher built itself, there were a few things that Reacher was able to do that I thought was a little bit too far-fetched, even within the world itself, even within the world that it itself, built. Like there's one in the finale, I guess, minor spoilers. I won't actually ruin the whole episode or the whole season, but a minor spoiler is that there is a scene at the very end when Reacher sort of jumps onto this helicopter, and like the helicopter is like literally flying off and really high up in the air, and he's able to, basically hold on, and actually he ends up getting inside the helicopter. And then there's another scene when, in that same sequence, so to speak, in the helicopter scene, when Carla Dixon is about to fall out of the helicopter and she's strapped onto a bed, and he's able to actually catch her while being stabbed and beaten and all this stuff. And I just felt like that sequence, even within this world that it built itself, even within its own world, it was a little far-fetched. But overall, I did love the season as a whole. It was still one of my favorite TV series, and probably will be one of my favorite TV series of 2024, even though technically it began in 2023. You can't review a series until you see it all from start to finish, and so, to me, technically this really would fall under the 2024 category, because we haven't seen the finale until 2024. So I really enjoyed it as a whole. Even the last episode I did enjoy. I just thought that there were parts of it that were a little too far-fetched, and I thought it was a little more anticlimactic than what it could have been. I would have liked to see a little bit more hand-to-hand combat in the finale. I feel like there was a lot of great action and a lot of great hand-to-hand combat all sprinkled all throughout the series, except the finale. So I just feel like the finale was a bit of a letdown. But if I had to put a number on season 2 of Reacher, I'd probably give this one, if I had to guess, 75, maybe even an 80%, because it was still a great overall, great story, great acting, great performances, and great action sequences. And I do believe that they already confirmed this one for season 3, and I can't wait to see where they go from there with Reacher, and I can't wait to see Alan Ritchson return, and I hope that the supporting cast will return as well, and all that good stuff. And that's pretty well all I got. So that's my review of season 2 for Reacher. Let me know in the comment section below if you've seen it, and if you liked it, tell me why or why not. If you like this video, click that subscribe button, and until the next one, take care.